Welcome to UJUNKY Demolition. Today we have a good one for you. We have a 1982 Trans Am Nighthawk Edition. This particular car, unfortunately, was how do you say, parked in the wrong garage. It's in a garage that has collapsed on itself, and that 1982 Trans Am is in that collapsed garage. So, of course, the owner of that car called and asked, could we help? Could we get that car out of there without having any further damage? And we said, certainly we can come and take a look, and we can give an assessment and an estimate on what it costs to get that particular car out. So here we are on the day of demolition, and we're going to take a very careful approach. We're going to start salvaging some of these individual items that the owner is on site telling us to grab, as he sees that this particular garage is being taken down carefully around his baby. Okay, so here I am taking out the metal, and I'm just going to try to take the right side of this garage down. And I need to, my first concern actually is to make sure that wall that you see is leaning to the right doesn't fall on the neighbor's fence. So we need to clear out some of this debris so that I can properly set up my excavator and pull over that arm. So I'm going to start pulling it over now. We're going to put some shoring sticks on the side. I'm going to grab the rest of that remaining roof in the rear there, and we're going to pull that out. And then shortly I can now start pulling that side wall down. So now we're out of what I would call the danger zone, because there's no more threat of that garage collapsing on the neighbor's fence. Okay, now usually when we do a garage, we separate, of course, the metal always, but usually what we do is we put the debris inside what's called the footprint of that particular garage. Here in this case, we're making kind of a mess, and that's mostly because we have to carefully get this car out, and we have to work around the car. Now you see me basically making a hole in the roof so I can grab that roof and get it off of that car, and we have successfully removed that roof from the roof of the car. Our guys are also, you're going to see running around there grabbing metal, and they're my assistants in my eyes just in case there's something I'm missing, but they'll help me throughout this entire process, and we're going to get this site cleaned up. So now that we have the garage completely dismantled, or I should say the roofing of the garage, now it's just a matter of cleaning up so that we can get our truck in there and start getting this debris from the front side of this garage and also the side. I'm going to pick up this garage door here in a second, which is laying on the ground, and I need to really sort that. And I want to try to use some of the space where the truck is to break that large door that hasn't been separated up. So you can see how I'm breaking it up. I'm going to put it in the truck just temporarily so that it allows me to pull piece by piece over here. I'm pulling some more, and these are actually the panels of that aluminum door, so we have to recycle that metal. See, so now I'm just going to pull it out, and I can individually, it allowed me to kind of individually take those panels out, but my plan didn't work as well as I thought. But nevertheless, we got it situated and got it separated. So I'm just going to put that aluminum siding over there, crunch it up a little bit and fold it so that it can be easily put into our recycling truck. And then the rest of this debris, I'm going to start cleaning up the front and the sides of that of the garage so I can get that car. We're going to roll that car out of there. Unfortunately, the car is dead. The battery is dead, so we're going to have to pull it out. The owner specifically says he does not want to use the excavator to pull the car out because he's afraid it will break the axle, the front axle. So I'm going to honor his wishes, and you'll probably see us pushing that car into the spot that it needs to be in. Okay, so there's more metal sorting, and we're just going to keep breaking up this wood here. We're going to get all this debris cleaned up so that we can work more on the right side of the vehicle. There's a footer there, which is what the garage sits on, so I have to be careful. Right now I can't see where my debris ends and where that footer is, but it's where the bottom plate of that garage will sit. I have to break that piece up. Look at that. See how I'm breaking the piece up? You probably missed that. That's okay. Now, there's probably room for a lot of critique. A lot of guys do these garages and they'll probably say, well, why didn't you do it this way or that way? It's kind of like riding a bike. Sometimes I go over the curb with two hands on. Sometimes I don't. Some of these techniques will vary. Some of the stuff is inconsequential, so it doesn't matter. For the most part, this is what I would call a successful day because there was no damage to the customer's property. There's no additional damage to the 1982 Trans Am. There's no damage to that property line or that fence over there to our right. So you probably will see things that I could have done better. And every time I watch these videos, I'm like, well, why did I do that? I don't know. Sometimes that's how it works. Okay, so we're going to continue cleaning up. We're going to make some space for us so that we can get this excavator to the side. And then we're going to send this dump truck off to the dump to take its first load. Usually these particular garages, two-car garage, is really like sometimes at most 2.5 loads, depends on the amount of content. This particular customer, as you can see in the rear of the garage, they're seeing things that they want, so they're salvaging a lot. We always kind of insist that our quote is based off of the garage being empty, so we give a quote that way. Now, here's that 1982 Trans Am. It's 306 horsepower. It's a V8. I'm gonna help these guys move. I got a really bad knee. I need to take some time off, but I need meniscus surgery, so this is very painful for me. But the guys in the truck are gone, so I don't have any other workers helping. So that's me in the front there with the black sweater on. I'm helping the owner and his friend push his car, so we're trying to maneuver it. You'll see right here, we're trying to push that car right there. And we'll get it, so we just have to put some booty behind it and push it over to where we want it to be. All right, so now we're gonna start cleaning up a little bit and loading up this truck. The majority of the garage is obviously down. Now this is a matter of getting the debris cleaned up from all the sides of the house, but in the rear the owner has created a pile of the things that he wants to keep. So you can see that guy and his friend back there kind of sorting around and looking through all these things. At this point, the majority of the items have been salvaged that he wants, so it's just pure cleanup. There's the electrical box there, so he's going to be rebuilding a new box. So in this case, we're going to leave as much of the electrical components in place. Usually we'll cap that and put a box on there and properly cap the wires and put an insulating outlet box outside, or outside box out there, so that is taken care of. But in this case, we're going to leave it because they're going to rebuild a garage. There's a lot of communication going on between me and my workers, so these guys, they know exactly what I need. There's times where they're on scene and they're tearing down the garage. This particular one I'm doing because of the seriousness, or I should say the sensitivity of that beautiful Trans Am being underneath that garage. So in this case, that's me, the operator, but we all operate this machine. We have several machines and we do garages every single day of the week. We love to earn your business. We are definitely the best here in the city of Milwaukee, probably the state of Wisconsin. That's why we're a high 5-star company with 0 complaints. So at this point, we're just going to continue to clean up, and this is about it. We're going to also recycle that metal, which you see. This is the final stage. I'm going to use my machine. These guys are going to start sweeping with their bucket. We're going to actually leave this site with 0 debris and a minimal amount of dust. So you're going to see me sweeping. I'm going to use the excavator here to use like a carpet padding to actually sweep that. It's kind of like a dirty, this was a lot of oil or something that was spilt, so it's mixed in with the natural debris from the surroundings. But I'm gonna use like a foam. See, look at that. So now I'm just gonna be able to sweep. I can get the corners really good. It'll speed up the process. Well, this is it. This is UJUNKY Demolition. This is how we do a garage demolition tear down. We leave the job spotless when we're done. There's no need for the customer to do anything. Thank you for watching.